Good morning, children. Now we are going to do lesson 9, and the name of the chapter is The Pied Piper of Hamelin. Children, Hamelin is a place in Germany. Now, in this chapter, we are going to read about a stranger who is the Pied Piper, and he has come to this place to help the people to get rid of the rats. Now, children, you know that when you throw lot of garbage anywhere, you see that all type of animals they come to eat. Now same thing has happened in this place of Hamelin. Now here also the people are very rich, so they have thrown the garbage everywhere, and now they are fed up of the rats. So let us read the chapter. Now read the story about rats that terrified the people of a small town in Germany. Terrified means the people were afraid of the rats. Once upon a time, on the banks of a great river in the north of Germany was a beautiful town called Hamelin. It was located at the base of a tall mountain near an evergreen forest. The people of Hamelin were simple and honest folks. As the years went by, the town grew very rich. The people there were very simple and they were very honest, means they did not lie, they did not cheat anyone, so the town was very rich. The people there were very rich. The people lived contentedly in their brightly painted houses with matching cobbled pathways. Now, children, contentedly means that they were very satisfied with whatever they had, and cobbled pathways, you have seen the footpath where small stones are set up. So, the pathway means the footpath was made of cobbled stones. Although the people of Hamelin were good, they had one fault. What fault? They were not very careful, means they were very careless people. They were so busy baking, cooking and eating that they did not pay any attention to the heaps of garbage and bits of leftover food that had been gathering everywhere, means there was dirt everywhere. The garbage and scraps attracted a lot of rats. If you throw food like this, you will see that rats will often come to your house to eat that. Hamelin had always had rats. Now that place had rats before that also. And you see that rats are frequent visitors to your house. But they had never been a danger, for the cats had always solved the problem in the usual way by killing them. But when the number was less, the cats used to eat up the rats. But now what happened? All at once, however, the rats began to multiply. As there was so much of garbage, so the rats began to multiply. A black sea of rats means the rats are black in color, so they looked like a sea, like a black sea, swarmed over the whole town. First they attacked the barns and storehouses, then they gnawed the wood, cloth or anything at all. Means first they went to the places where people kept their things, eatables, and they stored their food grains. After that, they started cutting wood, cloth, or whatever they found. They destroyed everything. The one thing they didn't eat was metal. Only metal they didn't eat. The terrified citizens flocked to plead with the town councillors to free them from the plague of rats. Now, the people were so feared and they were so tired of the rats that they went to the town councillor. Town councillor means who is in charge of the town. So they went there and they asked him to free them from the plague of rats, means the swarm of rats. But the councillors had for a long time been sitting in the mayor's room trying to think of a plan. The councillors were already thinking of the plan how to get rid of the rats. What we need is an army of cats. We need many cats. The rats fought the dogs and the cats, and now all the cats were dead. The rats were so strong by eating that garbage that they fought with the dogs, and they also fought with the cats, and all the cats died. We'll put down poison food. Then they decided that we'll put some poison food. But even poison did not stop the rats. Just then, while the citizens crowded around outside, there was a loud knock at the door. Who can that be? The city councillors wondered uneasily, mindful of the angry crowds. Slowly they opened the door. To their surprise, there stood a tall, thin man dressed in a coat of many colored cloth with a long feather in his hat and waving a pipe at them. For this reason he was called the Pied Piper. Now see children, why was he called the Pied Piper? Because he had a pipe with him, and you can see the picture in your book has a long feather in his hat. I have drawn the pipe here. I have freed other towns of beetles and bats, the stranger announced, and for 1,000 florins, exclaimed the mayor. We'll give you 50,000 if you succeed. They say that we will give you 50,000 if you succeed. Means if you will get rid of the rats, then only. And what are florins, children? They are gold coins. At once the stranger said, it's late now, but at dawn tomorrow there won't be a rat left in Hamelin. Dawn means, children, morning time when the sun rises. The sun was still below the horizon when the people heard the sound of a pipe through the streets of Hamelin. Horizon means where the sun rises. The Pied Piper slowly made his way through the houses, and behind him flocked the rats. Now the Pied Piper was blowing his pipe, and he moved through the houses and also in all the places where the rats could be, and soon the rats all ran towards the Pied Piper. Out they scampered from doors, windows, and gutters, rats of every size, all after the piper. Playing the pipe, the stranger marched down to the river and straight into the water up to his middle. Means the Pied Piper was playing the pipe, and all the rats were moving after him. So when he moved into the river, the rats also followed him, and he moved into the river till the middle. So what happened? All the rats also moved into the river, and behind him swarmed the rats, and each one was drowned and swept away by the current. Means the current of the river was very fast, and all the rats they flew, means they were swept away in the current. Now children, by the time the sun was high in the sky, there was not a single rat in the town. Sun means high in the sky, means it was noon time. Having done his job, the strange man went to the town hall to claim his reward. Now he went to the councillors to claim his reward, that now I have got rid of the rats, so please give me the money which you had said. 50,000 florins, exclaimed the councillors. Never. 1,000 florins at least, cried the Pied Piper angrily. He said that you give me at least 1,000 florins. But the mayor broke in. The rats are all dead now, and they can never come back. So be grateful for 50 florins, and you will not get even that. So they said that now the rats are dead, so they will not come back. So they said that whatever you are getting, take it, or you will not get that also. His eyes flashing with rage, means he was very angry. The Pied Piper pointed a threatening finger at the mayor and he warned him that you will bitterly regret ever breaking your promise, he said, and vanished. He said that you will regret, means you will be sad that you are breaking the promise when I will go away, and he vanishes. A shiver of fear ran through the councillors. Now means they got very feared, they scared that what will happen. But the mayor shrugged, means he said, oh, let him go, and said excitedly, we've saved 50,000 florins. That night, freed from the nightmare of the rats, the citizens of Hamlin slept more soundly than ever. Means that night people were now did not fear of the cats, and they all slept soundly. And when the strange sound of music wafted through the streets at dawn, only the children heard it. Now, what happened? In the evening time, that is dawn, the Pied Piper again played the strange music, and this time that music was heard only by the children. Drawn by the magic of the music, the children came out of their homes. Now, when the children heard that magic sound, they came out of their homes and they started following the Pied Piper. Again, the Pied Piper walked through the town. This time, the children of all ages flocked at his heels to the sound of his pipe. Now means small and big, all the children, they all flocked and followed him. The long procession soon left the town and made its way across the forest till it reached the foot of huge mountain. Foot of huge mountain means that they reached at the place where there was a huge mountain. When the piper came to a dark rock, he played his pipe even louder. Soon a great door creaked open, means when you open an old door, it makes a creaking sound. So the same thing happened there in the mountain, that when he played his pipe louder, the door of the mountain opened. Beyond lay a cave. In trooped the children behind the Pied Piper. In trooped the children means as the Pied Piper went inside the cave, the children also followed him. And when the last child had gone into the darkness, the door creaked shut. A great landslide came down the mountain. What is landslide, children? A landslide is when on the mountains, you have seen in the TV also, when the mountains they break down and they come down and they block the roads. So blocking the entrance to the cave forever. So that landslide came, a block of mud or mountain. It came and it blocked the cave. Only one little lame boy escaped this fate. One little lame boy means a boy who was paralyzed. He was the one who did not enter the cave and he was saved. It was he who told the anxious citizens searching for their children what had happened. This was the boy who told the parents that what had happened to their children. And no matter what people did, the mountain never gave up its victims. Now, what happened? See, they did not pay him. So the mountain, it never opened. So all the children, they were caught up in the cave. Many years were to pass before the merry voices of other children were heard through the streets of Hamlin, but the memory of the harsh lesson lingered in everyone's heart and was passed down from fathers to sons through the centuries. Now children, those children, they never came out of the cave, but the children who were born after that, now people could hear the merry sound of those children and they remembered about the past, what had happened, but they could not do anything, and this story is being passed from the father to the son and then onwards. So children, this is the story of the Pied Piper of Hamelin. You all read the story in the book, and I will send you the question and answers and other exercises related to the chapter. Thank you.